Need an
No.
introduction, do we?
Good morning, everyone, and a lovely morning it is. We are through to the Europa League quarter-finals and the possible all-English clash in either the quarters or the semis coming up. First of all, let me introduce our guests. First of all, it's a lovely Helen. How are you, Helen?
I'm good, thank you. Good
You,
morning, everyone.
you finished your makeup and everything to get on?
Do I look like I've got makeup on?
Oh, well, I thought that was while we were running late this morning, but don't worry.
Got
All
the
right.
Gucci shades.
Right, and then there's our friend, the kind Gooner, Zach. How are you, mate?
Hello, Claude. I'm very well, thank you. I hope you're well. Hope everybody is well.
Right. First of all, before we go into the draw, I mean, we will be live to the draw in a minute. Let's assess last night's performance, Helen. 1-0 defeat. I think, for me, I don't think because we had a good lead, and I think the motivation wasn't there to have a good performance, and we tend to get sloppy, and even so, I didn't think we were in danger of going out. I think, apart from the striker Harai, I don't think they had anything that could trouble us. And one great save from Leno was all we needed, really, and that was it. And 1-0 defeat. How do you feel about the game in general, Helen?
I thought it was a very bad performance by Arsenal. I thought we were just terrible last night.
Yeah.
If you want me to be very honest. But luckily, we did the work in the first leg, winning 3-1, which allowed them to have such a bad performance, because any other opposition, I don't know if we would have got that lucky.
Yeah, but maybe there wouldn't be if we had any other opposition, there wouldn't have been the complacency in our play like last night. I think we thought the tie was over. I think that didn't help us in our performance, but we're through. The only thing I'd say, the worrying thing on yesterday was the performance of Aubameyang. I mean, not like him to miss 3 or 4 good chances like that. Normally, he puts at least one of them away. What was your feelings about Aubameyang, Helen?
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, he doesn't normally miss so many. But like I sort of said last night, if any players allowed a bad performance in our side, Aubameyang is, because he's carried us for so long when the rest of the team weren't so good, that I'm not going to overthink him just missing a few. You know, his record speaks for itself. He's a top striker. You know, we can't always be so reliant on him, really, can we? We shouldn't be. You know.
Yeah, apparently we are second favourites to win the tournament at 3-1. So
yeah, that's because we're the only other English club left in it.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. I find that strange, really, because there are a lot of good teams in this.
Yeah.
A lot of really good teams and still left in this competition. Zach, what's your feelings on the game? I suppose you feel the same, Helen?
Yeah, I agree with Helen. It was terrible, start to finish. That first half was one of the most boring first halves I've ever watched in my life.
It was just.
And
to be honest, yeah. Go on, sorry.
Go on, Helen. Go on.
No, I was going to say, it's the first time in a very long time I was so not bothered. Like, you know, like normally you'd be a bit nervous, but I just wanted to really enjoy watching a good game of football, you know, like without that anxiety.
With all due respect, Helen, with all due
respect. Shocking.
Helen, listen, with all due respect, yeah, Arteta's been in charge for 14 months, 14 months. How many games have you enjoyed in that time? Very few, right? So this is Arteta's, he's negative. There was no reason for us to have Xhaka and El Neni in the base of midfield. There was no reason to have Ceballos. Why are you playing Smith Rowe left wing? Why not play him in his proper position in the middle, in central midfield, and then have Martinelli out wide? And then you might have a chance of having an exciting game. But if you're going to shoehorn Xhaka, El Neni, and Ceballos all in the midfield, what do you expect? Then you've got Hector Bellerin, his son, in right back. There's only one way that game's going to go, and I knew it as soon as I saw the top team lineup. What we needed yesterday was a manager who has that balance between attack and defense. So he plays a Martinelli on the left, Pepe on the right, and then he has a balance in midfield. He puts Smith Rowe in the number 10. We would have won that game easily with just a manager who knows how to get the balance right. Arteta is a very negative manager. I put a tweet out yesterday, right? It doesn't matter who we sign in the summer. Bellerin and Xhaka are in that team. We are not going to finish higher than 6th or 7th. They are championship players. Even Willian. And if they're going to be there next season, you may as well write off next season as well. Because you could buy Messi and Mbappe, yeah? But if you've got Bellerin and Xhaka in your team and Willian, forget about it. Forget about it. And that is why I will not back Arteta. Because he's the one who puts faith in these average players like Bellerin. There was no reason for Bellerin to play yesterday. There was no reason.
The only thing I will say, sorry to interrupt you, Zach, on that. The only thing I will say, we have a big game on Sunday as well.
Big game. Why is it a big game, Claude?
Well, it's still an outside chance, isn't there? No,
come on, mate. Our big game is the Europa League, yeah?
But also, I think what he's thinking about, I think he was thinking about stuff. That's why he made 5 changes.
We'll put Callum Chambers in then.
Yeah.
Put him in. You're playing defensively because Bellerin's not good defensively or offensively. So at least if you put Chambers in, he's going to be solid defensively. I don't get why Bellerin's walking back into this team. By the way, I don't get why Xhaka, is walking into this team when he's absolutely bang average. That was one of the worst midfield displays I've seen in an Arsenal shirt from a midfielder ever. Yeah. And we had AFTV, sorry, Helen, but we had AFTV tweeting, congratulations, Granit, for 16 consecutive games, yeah? Well, why is that a thing? He's been dropping 0 out of 10s recently. You see that mistake he made that cost us the other week? Then yesterday was 0 out of 10. Why are we sending tweets out to hundreds of thousands of Arsenal fans saying, congratulations, Granit Xhaka, for playing awfully, terribly? This is
but
what
they weren't congratulating him on a great performance. They were just putting a bit of content out. I don't think you need to.
But no, I do overthink it because I'm sorry, Helen. We're putting that out to hundreds of thousands.
I know.
No, we're putting that out to hundreds of thousands of Arsenal fans, and people are going to be like, "But that's the narrative now." But that's the narrative, Helen. Yeah, Granit Xhaka. 16 consecutive games. Why? Who cares? He's been shit all season for me. He had a couple of good games. And do you know what? Next season, when he's in that midfield, you can smile, Helen, when next season when he's in that midfield and we're fucking up again and we're in the same position.
Him by then, Zach.
Really? How? On what basis is he going to replace him?
Because we need a good midfielder.
Yeah, we know that.
Partner party.
That's part of why I'm saying why I'm getting wound up about AFC.
I don't think you need to get wound up about that, Zach. I just think you're just annoyed because we played so badly.
No. Go on, Claude. What are you saying?
I can understand that. What was all that celebration?
I was waiting for that, Mr. Claude.
At the final whistle after 90 minutes.
No, that was Tottenham. That was the Tottenham.
No, it wasn't. It was celebrating the win. He said it on Twitter.
Falling for all
Arsenal fans celebrating the win.
They were celebrating the Tottenham.
What you need to understand is, there's like all these silly accounts that actually have no content of their own. They don't like to do their own work. They like to just copy and paste and, edit slight things like I'm sure you've been done a million times because you're quite famous, aren't you, Claudio?
No,
on those
famous.
Kind of
I'm not famous.
forums and on those accounts. Oh, yes, you
are. I'm not famous.
No, what that was is a little error because they were doing a live watch along of Arsenal and they obviously didn't plan to do this extra little watch along of the Spurs match that went into extra time. So that's all that was. It wasn't them celebrating
Helen,
that.
what I would say, and I get you would be obviously he's put it out of context in the tweet. What I would say is still bloody embarrassing. Even though Spurs
What's embarrassing?
Well, cheering like Arsenal won the league. I'll tell you what's embarrassing. If you let me finish, I'll tell you what's embarrassing.
1 minute, Zach. You're forgetting. When was the last time you went to a game? Yeah.
No, mate, that's irrelevant. Let me just finish this point, and then you can. Helen, I'll tell you what's embarrassing. We've just lost at home to a shit
I
Olympiacos.
agree. Yeah.
The way they were celebrating was like we had just won a league title. Arsenal had just won a league title. Don't get me wrong.
Because of Mourinho and because of Spurs going out, they weren't celebrating anything more than that.
No, but that's my point, Helen. That's what I'm saying. You can celebrate. You can be happy. You can be happy that Spurs lost, but they're jumping up and down like they've won a league title. Like when we won fucking.
All right. So should I just analyse it a little bit deeper? The amount of stick they all get off Spurs fans. Yeah, I've had it my whole life growing up in North London. So it's just that fan like.
Look, all right, Helen. Let me put it into context for you.
It's really not that deep, Zach. It's not.
Helen, let me put it into context for you, right?
You're just in a bad mood today.
If Claude was sitting in that studio, no, hear me out. If Claude was sitting in that studio, right, and I know this for a fact, if Claude was sitting in that studio and Spurs had lost 3-0, he would have had a wry smile on his face like he has now. Yeah. He wouldn't have been jumping up and down like collecting.
Yeah, because like Claude don't like to move like that.
No, he doesn't, mate. Because he's not fucking silly. That's why.
No, I get in a different way. But what I'm trying to say is, I thought the way that Kelechi just pushed Ty out of the way to.
That's what I'm saying.
That was really
maybe I didn't even notice all of that.
That's what I'm saying. He's jumping up and down like.
Yeah, but it was just in the moment.
No, it is.
It's a little laugh. It's not. It's really not that deep.
It is. It's. I think. How can I put it? The Sylvia Young acting school was that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all fake. Jumping up and down like.
I'm not fake, and
No, you wasn't in there. You wasn't there.
You weren't in there, Helen. You weren't in there.
That bit because I didn't actually.
You weren't in there, Helen. I'm not talking about.
You weren't in there. You weren't in there.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about then. Maybe I didn't. I don't know that bit.
You wasn't in that. You wasn't in that. You weren't in that scene. You was out of it.
I weren't there. That's why I didn't watch it with them.
You weren't in there.
All right.
I guarantee you, Helen, you weren't jumping up and down for 3 minutes, like we won a league title. You're probably smiling and laughing. Yeah. You weren't jumping up and down.
No, I tell you, I was watching it in a different studio with.
And what was your reaction? You were probably laughing.
No. I left.
But I was as well.
No, I'll tell you what, I was so annoyed with how crap we were playing. I never eat during Arsenal. Anyone who knows me knows I ain't going to eat. I don't really like, I'm not that kind of person, but I was so pissed off that all of a sudden I was like, I couldn't take it. I left and I went and got food. I had a couple of bits to do. I went and did what I had to do. I come back to the studio and it was 1-1. Not 1-1, I'm talking about. It was 1-0 to Olympiacos. I couldn't even believe it. I just sat there, I ate, and it was just disgusting. And while we were watching it, I said to like the guys in the studio who I was watching it with in a different studio, I was like, you know what? I said, this is just unacceptable. It's disgusting. I can't believe that Arsenal has actually turned up. Yeah, it was just shocking.
I know. And do you know what?
For me, the players picked any team that Arteta could have picked, because you're right, he could have picked Callum Chambers. There were so many options available because for once we've actually got a really good selection of players to choose. So anyone picked for me is lucky right now, and they should take that opportunity and show us fans why they deserve a place in that team. And they just didn't do it, and it was just dreadful. Exactly. So that was my thing. And then I said to them, well, I was like, you know what, if this means we're going to lose 1-0 and go through, and the Tottenham result was coming through, and I think they were 1-0 down. Obviously, I didn't think they were going to lose. And I just said for a joke, I'll take us losing 1-0 if Spurs lose and go out.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm happy Spurs. I'm happy Spurs are out. I just think it was way over the top, dancing around like we won the league.
Yeah, no, I just think. Listen, Zach. You need to remember. Yeah, we're in COVID. Yeah. Everyone's lives got nothing to do with it. Fans are missing going to the matches. So for everyone being there, that's the closest we've got to that energy of being at a football match. So they just got carried away a little bit. No one cares about Tottenham. They couldn't care less. It's just the way it happens.
That's my point, though, Helen. That's my point. But that's
they
my
just
point.
got
They
caught in
couldn't
the
care less.
moment.
They don't
Yeah,
really
no,
care. It's all a bit for
no
show.
one cares about Spurs. No, it's not about show. It was real emotion because the amount of crap
I'm
we
not
get
We'll have to agree.
off Spurs fans.
We'll agree to disagree.
Anyway, we've been joined by Terry. I thought I was going to leave you in bed this morning because it was a late night, so I didn't know we were.
Right, Terry, how's it going?
Hope you well.
Hey?
Hope you're well, everyone. All I've got one thing to say is that we want you to stay. We want you to stay.
Mikel Arteta, we want you to stay.
I thought he was talking about
No.
Jose Mourinho.
He was, but
Washed up Maureen, we want you to stay. Washed up Maureen, like I've been saying all season. Washed up Maureen, we want you to stay.
Here we go.
Never, Claude.
He's about the same. He's performing at about the same level as Arteta, though, isn't he, Terry? So
Gail Clichy's in the studio, by the way. Gail Clichy, one of your favourite ex-Arsenal players, sir.
Oh man.
I thought it was when he played for us. He was more like Gail Tilsley. Never mind Gail. Anyway, he's doing a draw. Yeah, Terry, I thought I'd leave you in bed, mate, because you were late nights. I didn't call you, mate, but anyway.
No, that's fine, mate. I'm up now, so I thought I'd quickly jump on and see who we get in the draw. Who do you think we're going to get, everyone?
I think we'll get Man United, either the quarters or the semis, because they're doing both the draws, aren't they? So
I think we'll get United.
I think we're going to get Granada.
I think we'll get Granada. We'll get Granada and we'll beat them.
Yeah, I think
no. Any team we get, we will struggle against with this manager. That's all good, right? Come on, we struggled all the way through. Any hard team
have we struggled, Zach? Have we struggled? I don't
in the
understand.
last round we struggled. In the last round we struggled. This round we struggled. Yeah.
How did we struggle?
Did you see the game? Did you see the game last night, Terry? Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost 1-0. We lost 1-0, and then they had a couple of chances. One at the back post. If they'd knocked that in, it would have been squeaky bum time. So we struggled. If you want my opinion. We're lucky. We're lucky we got those 2 goals. Those extra 2 goals in the away leg. I'm telling you that.
Zach, but if we had that experienced manager that most of you wanted, we'd be out now. We'd be out.
No one wanted Mourinho. We didn't want him.
I'll tell you what, though. I disagree. I
didn't want him.
I think the players are a disgrace.
I wanted Allegri.
I actually think the players are to blame at Tottenham. They really are a disgrace, mate.
Well, the players are
they did not show any. Even the goalkeeper said it last night on his thing. He said he blamed the players. He said that he can't believe their attitude on the pitch, and that tells you a lot of things, mate. That tells you a lot.
Did he not say that he got beat by 3 fantastic goals, though?
They just don't want to work to his method. That's it.
That player, wow.
Yeah,
if I was Daniel Levy, I'd be signing him up next.
It's a one-off. They weren't. I wouldn't mind playing them. I think we'll get easy through against them. If we've been,
didn't you want Mourinho, Claude, and Diesel? You wanted Mourinho because his experience would transfer over to the players, and the mentality would be a lot better. And
unfortunately,
of his own players.
I'm on the draws here. The draw is here now. I'm just the first one is out, and the first one out. She pulls out is Granada. It's got to be on.
Let's get him.
Granada.
Helen
the first one's out the hat. Let's have a look now.
I think we're going to get him.
Yeah, I'll get on with it. All that chat. Get that ball.
Val Clichy can do a bit of making Granada.
Why don't they go in the hat like the FA Cup, man, instead of all this crap?
Man United, I knew it. I knew they would. I said that to you last night.
We're getting Zagreb then. We're getting Zagreb.
I told you they would get them.
Oh, well, at least we ain't got United's yet.
The rest of the teams are difficult, you know.
Listen, there's no easy team because Arsenal make life hard for themselves.
Well, that's what I said to you just now.
So it don't matter who we get.
I reckon we might get Ajax.
Yeah, Ajax will be a tough one.
Ajax, Arsenal, we're at home
first. Home first. That's good. That's good at home first. You get the extra time away goal.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So
didn't help Spurs though.
Who we got?
Villa, Real.
Here it comes.
It comes. Is it
Get it. Slavic Prague.
Oh, yes, that's easy. That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not easy, Claude. That's not easy.
Nice.
Yeah, that's easy.
It's not easy. And going away there, second leg ain't going to be easy either.
Hopefully, we can do it all in the first leg.
Yeah, which we don't do at Emirates.
There's no how to do it.
There it is.
Ajax is the next ball out.
Who have they got?
Hold up.
Who's left? Roma. Maybe they'll get.
3 more balls left. Just opening it now. Ajax will be playing Roma.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
That's
a
exciting.
Villarreal against who?
I can see an Arsenal Man U final coming up now. Okay.
Oh man, can you imagine?
I think it will be. Or Villarreal Arsenal final. I felt from the beginning.
Imagine if Emery beat Arteta in the final. Oh my god!
I do feel like that's going to be the
Imagine
final.
if it was the other way, Zach.
I'll be over the moon, Terry, if it was the other way.
Oh, come on, there'd have to be a lot of humble pie eaten by a lot of
No
people.
humble pie.
Yeah,
That's the
sorry.
bare minimum. That's the bare minimum I expect from this football club. Yeah, saying the Champions League.
Dynamo Zagreb.
So they've got Villarreal, haven't they? Obviously.
Yeah.
Well, that completes the draw.
No. Final draw now, haven't we?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they do it both. The quarterfinals and the semi-finals.
Are they going to do the Champions League as well, aren't
they?
No, that's already been done.
Oh, has it been done?
Yeah, Liverpool got Real Madrid. Chelsea got Porto. Who else is it?
And they can play each other in the semi-final. Liverpool and Chelsea, if they get through.
Who did Man City get?
I think they got Dortmund. I'm sure
Dortmund.
Oh, that's going to be tough. That'll be
interesting. Bayern Munich v PSG, the repeat of the final in the quarters, mate. So.
Oh, is it Bayern PSG?
Man City have to do it the hard way because they'll have to play one of the winners. Here
we go, the first semi-final.
Come on, what's this now? Come on.
Winner of quarter-final 1, so that's Man United.
Oh, no, please don't. Oh, no.
I want United in the final.
Yeah.
That'd be a cracking game.
No, they're going to put an English semi-final. They don't want an English final, do they?
Wow. Oh, they don't care. We had Chelsea in the final.
We'll play
us travel.
Winner of quarter-final 3. So that was Ajax and Roma.
Oh,
so we got Villarreal.
Oh, you say that, Claude. You don't know who's getting through. We might not even get through, mate. I don't know why you're laughing.
Yeah, so Ronaldo will play Ajax or Roma. And who's going to be at home? Is it 2 legs in the semi-final? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all 2 legs.
So we're away in the first semi-final leg if we get there. So we'll be at Villarreal.
We're at home
first.
Didn't we get pulled out first?
No. The semi-final is
semi-final.
Villarreal will be first at home, and we'll be away as our first leg in the semi-final.
Okay.
We know Emery is an expert at getting to Europa League finals.
We do.
Yeah. And we know that he's an expert in embarrassing our team, don't we?
Well, so is Arteta, mate. How did Emery? Well, look, hang on, Terry. Emery finished 5th in his first season. Yeah.
Yeah. Did we get a trophy for that, Zach?
Where did Arteta finish in his first season?
Did we get a trophy for that?
Right, he won the FA Cup.
To the final.
No, but I'm talking about the league.
Arsenal fans always moan about the 4th, the 4th trophy. Why are we always on about the 4th?
No, I'm happy we won the FA Cup, Terry.
This is our back, our fan back.
I'm happy we won an FA Cup. Terry, hang on. I'm happy we won the FA Cup. I'm just saying, where did we finish in the league last season?
We finished 8th.
Where do you think we'll finish this season?
We've got a good chance of finishing anywhere between 10th and 5th at the moment.
Yeah.
Lee Gunner's in the chat, by the way, saying that's that easy.
Have we or have we not?
We ain't got any chance of finishing 5th, Terry. 0 chance of finishing 5th.
Why is there zero chance of finishing 5th?
Because we've got Mikel Arteta in charge. That's why.
Right, hold up. So let me just give you an example then, yeah?
And is
So we've
fifth
got
good enough for you?
West Ham on Sunday.
Is fifth good enough for you, Terry?
Like, hold up, we've got West Ham on Sunday, who's in 5th place. Yeah, if we was to beat them, we'd be 4 points behind 5th place. 4 points with 9 games.
Ifs and buts, Terry. Ifs and buts. As Claude would say.
What do you mean?
If his auntie had a pair of balls, it'd be his uncle. Do you know what I mean? Like ifs and buts, Terry.
But if he does win, Zach, if he does win, so what's the next plan? We got Liverpool after. If we beat Liverpool.
Terry, put simply, maximum that Arteta can do in the league this season is 5th. Emery done that in his first season. So are you happy with that? I'm not. It's an irrelevant conversation whether we finish 5th or 10th.
It's irrelevant.
Why is it irrelevant?
Talk about this
irrelevant.
At the end of the season when you know where we finish. There's no point.
Even 5th or 10th, there's no difference. It was a trick question, Terry. There is no difference between finishing 5th or 10th. If your goal is to challenge for a league title, I don't care if we finish 17th or 5th. Yeah, I'm not interested.
You do because obviously your lot have said, you know what I mean. If you don't finish above 8,
what are you talking about? What's
what do you mean?
He's the group. The group. Claude knows what I'm talking about.
Group. I'm not in any group.
Trying to attack.
I'm not in any group, Terry. I represent myself. I represent myself, and I represent Arsenal Football Club. That's it. Nobody else.
If you represent Arsenal Football Club, you wouldn't be going on Twitter as soon as we've won the North London derby, trying to find excuses about why Arteta is not the manager for Arsenal.
Terry, let me tell you this, Terry. I'm not going to change my views on Arteta based on one game. When they went down to 10 men and we bottled it. If they had their shooting boots on, we would have lost that game with against 10 men, right? That's a fact. I'm not going to change my mind on Arteta just because we won a game.
Claude, take control of your live stream, please, or shall I do it? I'm going to go if you're not just going to talk about stuff like this.
Yeah, but Terry, no, last point I'll make on this, right? Terry, honestly, let me ask you a genuine question. Final thing, and then we can take over again. Hang on. Last question. Next season, right? Forget this season because it's a write-off unless we win the Europa League, and I can't see it, but I hope we do. Next season, what are your expectations for Arteta? If he doesn't meet them, are you going to just give him another year? Like, what are your minimum expectations next season?
Zach, like I've said to you before, and I've said loads of times on the streams, I will give him until Christmas next season. I've said that since the start when I wanted Arteta in, and that's why I haven't changed on it because
that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Where does he have to be by Christmas for you to give him till Christmas? Where does he have to be in the league?
We've got to be doing a lot better than what we're doing now.
So say he was sitting in 6th place, which is better than what we're doing now. You're okay with that next season, yeah?
What for Christmas? Yeah, of course I will be.
Okay, cool. Thanks for clarifying that, Terry. So 6th place next season by Christmas is good enough for you. Cool, got it. All right, Claude, you can take control again.
How do you know where 6th place is going to be? They could all be tying. There could be only 2 points in it. So that's irrelevant.
No.
They could,
that's irrelevant what you're saying, mate.
Anyway,
show me a league position where
Claude,
6th place at Christmas is 2 points difference between the top 6. Show me ever in history. Show me the history of the Premier League.
But Zach, hold on, just using your own words, that's all ifs and buts, isn't it? That's all ifs and buts.
Terry, look, what I'm hearing from you.
That's using your words.
No, but Terry, what I'm hearing from you is, as long as we're better than 10th place next season by Christmas, you're okay with that.
I didn't say that. I said 10th.
You just said as long as we're doing better. You just said as long as we're doing better than this season.
Yeah, exactly. As long as we're doing better than this season. We don't know what we're going to be doing. Using your words, Zach. Using your words.
No, but we're talking by Christmas, Terry. We're talking by Christmas, aren't we? So basically, he can finish wherever he wants next season.
Right, boys,
still back.
are we going to have a better conversation? Because I'm going to go otherwise, because I do have stuff to do. Does that mean to be rude? Are we going to talk more about Arsenal?
Right.
I just don't get it.
Like right now.
We are.
I get where you're both coming from, but you're never going to agree on this because until the season finishes.
It's not about the season finishing. It's just
about whatever. I know. Can we
slightly
just
apart,
change the
I'm
topic?
just going on about our
unnecessary.
opponents. Apparently, I've been told by Lee that they've beaten not only Leicester and Rangers, they've beaten Napoli. Is that right? They've beaten Napoli as
Of
well.
course they have. Of course they have. Yeah.
Well, that's not as easy as I thought.
Napoli, Leicester, and Rangers. They beat.
Listen, if you want to
Napoli,
win, you're going to win every opposition along the way. Simple. So,
Totally agree, Ellen.
you know,
Totally
it don't matter who we get. If we want to win that, we're going to get to
we're at home first, because I think in the second leg you get the away goal in extra. If it goes to extra time, you get an away goal. You've got a big advantage for me. I think get a good lead in the first leg. I always think. I don't know why everyone thinks playing away is better first than at home.
Because we're not very good at the Emirates this season. Claude, is the issue.
But the thing I say is, if you're at home first, then they have to come from behind. So
that's only if you win at home.
On them. Yeah, that's but you've got to win at home anyway. You have to win at home.
Yeah, I know, but we didn't last night.
Yeah, but I think last night we were just relaxed.
We didn't last season against Olympiacos. We're not always as strong as we have been in the past at home. I don't know. That's something the manager needs to address fast.
And maybe watching Tottenham's performance last night puts our performance against them into a bit of perspective as well, because Tottenham look their players look as if they don't want to play anymore. They don't want to play at the moment. They threw it. They looked like they weren't interested on Sunday. And last night they were even a bigger disgrace, I thought.
Well, the Spurs fans are all blaming Mourinho, not the players. For
Lloris to come out and say the players is not acceptable and were out of order and all that, it's a telling fact. And he's the captain, and he don't mince his words. And I think a lot is said about Mourinho, but I think you've got to look at all these players who I think are an absolute. I'm not being funny. Mourinho bases his management on hard work, and it looks like some of these players don't want to work fucking hard.
Well,
so at the end of the day, I'm not having it every time. It's the manager. This on this occasion, I think you've got to look at the players as well, because the players have let him down big time. I mean,
he came out last night in his interview and blamed his players and said it's the mentality of the players.
Well, he's right.
We had two Tottenham fans on last Friday, and they was giving it to us, saying what a fantastic side they've got. They've got Harry Kane. They've got Son.
On paper, yes.
Exactly.
I don't care how good of players you got. If you're not prepared to work hard on a football pitch, it don't matter how good you are. Right?
Well,
it doesn't matter what quality of players. I think we've got a lot of great players as well, but if they're not prepared to work hard, it don't mean anything. It don't mean anything.
But as an experienced with all the trophies that he's won, he should be able to pull them players off,
and
shouldn't
he? And you know why he's won them trophies? You know why he's won them trophies? It's because them players that played for him. You go and ask the players of Inter Milan what they think of him.
They were different players. They weren't,
because they were prepared to work their bollocks for him. These players are not prepared to work nothing.
Look, if you look at it on another level, Claude, if you look at it on another level, right, with Pochettino when he was there, he got them to the
won leagues all over Europe, mate.
Hold up. Pochettino when he was there, he got them to the Champions League final, and when they lost that, he turned around to Levy and he said that he needs to make wholesale changes to this side because they're getting to an age now and they're not good enough. That's what he wanted to do. Levy didn't want to do that because he thought he still had a fantastic team there because they just got to the Champions League, and he thought, exactly like some Arsenal fans did, what we do is we change the manager and we get the experienced manager in.
No, that's not what he done. He's looking at it from a business branding perspective. He wanted to sell the club. No.
Isn't it funny though? Isn't it funny, right, how Arsenal fans pick and choose a moment in time to judge something? So, Terry, you refer to the FA Cup win last season, which is history, by the way. If we want to talk about history, let's go and read off Jose Mourinho's titles, how many countries he's won league titles in, how many Champions Leagues he's won. So if you want to pick and choose a time, at this moment in time, Mourinho and Arteta are performing about the same level. Don't look at the league table, right? That's what it tells me. But if you look at a career, a proper manager, if you've got a CV, You don't just look at now. You look at what have they done over the last.
But you
15
can't
years.
really compare them, Zach, because
That's what I'm saying. You can't even
in
compare.
management.
You can't even compare them.
the
It's
two. He's
a
by
new.
far superior to Arteta.
It's an irrelevant.
He's got a
Exactly.
career that's proven.
Exactly. That's the key point. You cannot even compare them. It's embarrassing to even have the debate.
Look at Tuchel, right? I mean, we're talking about trust process and all this stuff.
Yeah.
He's gone in 2 minutes. He's been in there, and he's got him playing like a blood from playing like an also ran in the Premier League to playing like a side that can compete at the top level in Europe.
Exactly.
I mean, how good is that? And that's
the foundation's already there. They could play 3 different teams.
Yeah, but
foundations
were there. But they weren't there to work for Lampard.
I knew that excuse. would come up.
Yeah,
Arsenal was left in a mess. Arteta was left a mess by Emery.
Listen,
well, didn't Lampard leave a mess? Didn't Lampard leave a mess?
To Chelsea and Man City, and
didn't Lampard leave a mess? Terry, didn't Lampard leave a mess for Tuchel, where the position they were in? Didn't Lampard leave a mess then for Tuchel when he took over? Why is it always? They had the foundations. Why?
How did he leave a mess, Lampard?
Well, how did Emery leave a mess?
Why did he get the sack?
Why did he get the sack?
Well, they sacked. Listen, Chelsea sacked him because that's the same as what Chelsea do. They do it every single.
Not what Chelsea do. It wasn't good enough for Chelsea.
It wasn't good enough. Exactly, Helen. It wasn't good enough.
Their standards are far higher.
They want to win league titles, Terry. You don't want to win league titles.
See, that's the problem. It's 2 separate conversations.
This is what I don't understand. When someone comes for yous, we're all wrong. But it's okay for you to come and say to some of us fans, just because we support something, right, that we're wrong. You're not a real fan. You're not.
Terry, no, I've never said you're not a real fan. I've never said
condescending.
We're not here to be critical.
Terry, don't put words into my mouth. Terry,
because you want to put people down all the time.
Terry, let me finish. Don't
Is that
put
how you
words
feel?
into my mouth. Don't put words into my mouth. Right? I never once said you're not a real fan. I don't want to
win trophies.
You don't want to win a league. Look, I can only deduce. Look, Terry, just let me finish the sentence before you interrupt, right? I can only deduce from what you're telling me, you're happy with what Arteta's doing.
No.
Let me finish the sentence. Let me finish the sentence.
Don't say what I'm happy with. These are your words.
Terry,
these are your
I can only surmise from what you're telling me that you don't want to challenge for a league title because you're happy with what Arteta's doing. Those are your words. You're happy with what he's doing.
Yep.
He's not going to win us a league title with what he's doing. Willian, Bellerin, Xhaka, Nketiah. We're not going to win a league title that way, mate. So I can only surmise that you're happy not winning league titles. If that's the case, that's fine. It doesn't mean you're not a real Arsenal fan. I never said that. You're a passionate Arsenal fan just as much as we all are, right?
Exactly.
I don't begrudge you. Even Ty, I'm polar opposites to Ty's opinion, but he's a passionate Arsenal fan. I never once said you're not a passionate Arsenal fan, right? I'm telling you now, Terry, if you're going to put your faith in this manager, Arteta, you cannot expect to win a league title because he's got no credentials to do it. What we're seeing at the moment suggests he's not even going to get close to it. We're in mid-table, Terry. So what do you want me to do? Sit here and have blind faith and say, I hope it comes good. Of course, I hope it comes good. But from what I'm seeing factually, he's not even going to come close to winning a league title. Do you know what I mean? And that's it.
But the difference is, like I've said to you, I've explained why. I've already said that me personally, I thought that we needed a overhaul with our squad. And we can't do that all in one season. We can't do all that in one season. We've done
it. We've done
quite a lot. We've got rid of far more than I actually thought he would have managed to do so quickly.
Yes.
So that is one positive.
Exactly. No, exactly. That's what I was saying. That's why I would give him until next season, until Christmas, because we had to get rid of so many.
Do you not think he's got good enough players available for us to be slightly better than where we are?
I feel
we do.
I think we have got good enough players, but most of them players that are in our squad still are too inconsistent still.
So why is he picking them? Your manager's picking them week in, week out.
So who else you going to put in there, Sack? Who else you going to put in
who
there?
else am I going to put in there? I'm not going to put Bellerin. I'm not going to put Willian. Do you know? Well, you asked the question. Let me answer. Instead of Willian at left wing, I'm going to put Martinelli. Instead of Bellerin at right back, I'm going to put Cedric or Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Instead of Xhaka in midfield, I'm going to put Partey. I'm going to put some. You know what I mean? All these different things.
But don't forget, earlier on in the season, Sack, you were saying that Cedric and Mari were rubbish. They shouldn't even.
Cedric's not good enough. Cedric's not good enough long term, but he's better than Bellerin.
Well, what do you mean he's not good enough long term? How do we know that?
I don't think he is either.
For me to win,
we need to get a better right back.
My hat is always we need players that are going to make us challenge for a league title. Cedric ain't that player. Is he better than Hector Bellerin? Of course he is. Yeah. Claude is probably better than Hector Bellerin. He's one of the worst footballers I've seen. Yeah, I am better. But what I'm trying to say, Terry, it's not always about, backing blind faith. Terry, sometimes you're a passionate Arsenal fan, mate, yeah? And I know I'm passionate as well. But sometimes, mate, you have to have expectations that are higher. And that's not having a go at you, because 99% of Arsenal fans are like you. They like to wait and time again, just wait and wait and wait. But don't you want to get a manager who is proven and is going to come in and really change things? Because at the moment it's a bit of blind faith, Terry, isn't it? And you've got to admit that. It's a bit like
blind faith, obviously, of course it is. But like I keep saying, you all want these experienced managers to come in. Carlo has come in at Everton and done nothing really. Mourinho's come in at Spurs and done nothing.
I think he's 1 minute. I think he's done quite a lot at Everton.
Yeah, he's transformed them.
Yeah, he's changed them. Don't get me wrong. He's done well, but he hasn't done it. Like, he hasn't won anything. He hasn't done anything yet, has he? That's what I'm saying.
It's Everton, with all due respect, it's Everton Football Club.
It's where Everton were to where they are.
And where what do you think? Just because Carlo's going to come in, we're all of a sudden going to get the checkbook out and go, right, here's 300 million, go and get the players that you want. No, he wouldn't.
Terry,
he would
listen,
I don't think Zach means that, Terry. He means
Terry,
that
listen,
maybe
right? We're all getting emotional here, but what I would say, if we take a step back, right, and let's all calm down, as Helen said, right? We all want what's best for Arsenal Football Club. That's clear. We're all passionate, and that's great. Terry, look, ask yourself this.
Claude's just sitting back laughing.
Terry, hand on heart, Terry, right? Because I'm trying to understand your view. If it is blind faith, that's fine, and that's your argument. But at what point do you say enough's enough? Like, is it next season? Is it the season after, or is it? Do we wait like Wenger for 10 years without winning a trophy, or what? How long do you think?
I wanted Wenger out long before he went. I wanted him out 6-7 years before we got rid of him. I wanted him out then. I wanted Emery out before even Baku. I can't understand why some fans still wanted him for the rest of the season. Well, not
What's
some
the
fans.
Difference?
Most fans.
Them fans are probably a bit like you, thinking they're just patient. We back the manager, which is what you're doing, because it is a bit of blind faith, isn't it?
Seeing our side, having 10 shots on goal and then getting peppered by 30 shots like he's doing at Villarreal at the moment. Exactly the same thing. I couldn't understand that. I kept bringing out, even to Claude, to Diesel, I kept bringing out the stats every single week of what we was doing as an Arsenal team, and that's what was happening every single week. But you had people coming out still saying, no, let's put the faith in this manager. He's won things before, but we were slowly... Well, not slowly, in my eyes, going backwards and backwards.
Terry, that's why I'm confused. Sorry to interrupt you, Terry.
We might have got fifth back. Hold up, we might have got fifth, but if you look at the teams behind us, we was lucky. We was lucky in the end.
Terry. See, that's why I'm a bit confused by your argument, because with all due respect, right, with Emery, you gave Emery a season by the sounds of it. You said before Baku you wanted him sacked. You gave him less than a season, yeah, correct?
Yeah. Because
that's factually that's come out of your mouth. You gave him less than a season.
Yeah.
Why does Arteta deserve more than a season when he's finished lower in the league, right? And also, by the way, saying that Emery is getting peppered, I can name quite a number of games where we absolutely hammered teams. Yeah, we battered Tottenham at home. We hit 4 goals. Fulham away, we smashed 5 goals. Some of the best football I've seen in years. Yeah, we can all cherry pick games. Yeah, Emery's I was Emery out, by the way. I was Emery out after a couple of games. So let's not get it twisted. I'm not defending Emery what I'm arguing against is, how can you sit there and say you gave Emery less than a season, but you're willing to give Arteta 3-4 years? By the sounds of it, makes no sense to me. Either be consistent in your expectations and your judgment of a manager, or you don't. Because the facts are, we're more likely for Emery to have come good than Arteta to come good. Because Emery's got history and experience. Arteta's got nothing to fall back on, man.
We can always go back on that, and like Helen said earlier on, you can't really compare Arteta to any other manager at the moment because obviously he's only been managing for just over a year. And obviously Mourinho, Carlo, and all them have got loads of experience. They're all going to be far superior at the moment. But for me personally, I think management is going in a different direction. That's what I mean. I think it's going in a different direction. I think these younger managers that are coming in, like your Gerrards, your Artetas, your Lampards, if you want to say that, are on the verge of taking over now. You know, football was
Lampard didn't work out.
Lampard didn't work out at the moment for Chelsea. But if you look beforehand, in the 2 years beforehand, when he wasn't allowed to go out and spend, what he done with them youngsters and for Chelsea was fantastic. Fantastic. When no other experienced manager wanted to go into that job because they couldn't spend any money.
Terry, look, I respect you as an Arsenal fan, very passionate, and I respect that. I'm just left confused, mate. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I'm just left so confused by what you want from an Arsenal manager. Honestly, like, genuinely.
I don't know this is what I don't understand. I don't know how much more I need to explain it. When, like I said to you before, you know, come back when we lost and got embarrassed in Baku, which most Arsenal fans keep going on about when we're comparing Emery to Arteta. I don't understand why Arsenal fans want to keep bringing that up. It's an embarrassment.
I was Emery out before anyone.
I'm just saying, right? So I wanted a manager in.
Claude, he'll laugh at you. Claude will laugh at you. The first team sheet I saw from Emery, I knew he wasn't the manager for us. Yeah, Claude will tell you that. I'm not backing Emery. You know, Lee Gunner came on and he debated with you, and it was an Emery versus Arteta debate. That's not my debate. I didn't like Emery. I didn't think he was good enough for us. I don't think Arteta's good enough. All I want is a manager that I think has the credentials and is good enough for Arsenal Football Club. There's no agenda. Look, I didn't like Emery. Even Freddie, I was annoyed with Freddie when he put Ozil on the right. He was Ozil on the right wing instead of Pepe. I had to go at Freddie as well. There's no agenda. I just want Arsenal to get where we want to be because we're a massive football club. We've got everything in place to be challenging with the elite in world football. At the moment, we're a million miles away from that, and that's all I'm saying. That's my only point.
But my only point is to you and all. This is what I'm trying to say. What I can't understand. I totally respect that you don't think Arteta's the manager and things like that. But to not even come out and back him, and even before we play West Ham, it's like, you know, we're going to lose. This manager is not.
Why am I going to back a manager that I have zero faith in, Terry? Why am I going to back a manager that I have zero?
Why don't you let me finish that? Hold up. You know what I mean? Sorry. I mean, is that we've just got a good draw in the quarterfinal of the Europa League. We've got another good draw in the semi-final if we get through, which could get us to the final. And yet you're already saying that this manager, again, still is useless, basically. I'm not going to back him or whatever. I thought, you know what I mean, what comes out of people's mouth that don't like Arteta is that I'm an Arsenal supporter through and through. So let's support Arsenal first. Wait until we do.
I don't have to. It's not mutually exclusive, yeah?
And then have your view against the manager. But no, you just won't do that. It's just Arteta is not good enough. I don't want him here. Even if he wins the Europa League, he needs to be sacked.
Terry,
I mean, come on.
Terry, that's a good Terry, that's a great Terry, that's a great point. That's a great point.
Was laughing last night when someone come on in the chat and someone was saying, the Tottenham fan was saying he needs, like, Mourinho needs to be sacked or something like that. And Claude was laughing. And I said, be careful what you're going to be laughing at, Claude. And then it clicked in his head that Arsenal fans at the moment want Arteta out, even if he wins the Europa League. Or
Terry, you made a great point. Terry, you made a great point there. If Arteta finishes 10th and wins the Europa, I'd sack him on the spot. The day he wins the Europa League, I'd sack him on the spot. You know why? That's what big clubs do, yeah? What happened to Di Matteo when he won the Champions League?
Yeah, great point.
What happened to Maurizio Sarri when he got on top 4? What happened? Terry, it's a question. What happened to them? They were sacked. A year later,
manager.
I'm just saying to you, Terry, you asked the question.
Temporary manager, Di Matteo.
If Arteta wins the Europa League and finishes 10th, I'd sack him while he's holding the Europa League up.
Right, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
That's a bit controversial.
Simple. I don't want to be. The
You know he means that though, Claude.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So that's a vendetta against the manager already.
There's no vendetta, mate. I want to win league titles.
He just
that's
I want to win
a
league titles. I want to challenge for league titles. So does Claude. Look, Claude's loving it. Look, Claude's sitting back laughing.
I've got to say, 10th in the league is not acceptable.
Not acceptable, Claude.
No, I've got to say that. But having said that, he won't get the sack if we're in the Champions League next season.
No, but that's not the question, is it? It's not the question. Would you
sack him? Right,
Claude, would you sack him? Claude, question for you.
Me personally,
if he finished 10th and won the Europa.
In the words of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, right, who said the other day, do not judge a team by its trophies, judge it by its league position and what it does in the league. You can win trophies and still not making progress as a football club. And it's a very true statement because
Claude, you'd sack him.
If you look back, you ask any Tottenham fan who made more of an impression at Tottenham, Juande Ramos, who won them a trophy, or Pochettino, who did not win them a trophy, but got them really in a good position in the league and steadied them in the league, and ask them who they would prefer. I know what the answer would be. So it's not always about winning trophies, because you can win a trophy. Martinez won the FA Cup one season with Wigan and got relegated at the same time. So I think winning trophies can sometimes cover a lot of cracks. Yeah. And yes, I would sack him, even if it's.
And then it also goes the other way, Claude. Like Ranieri.
So Claude, you would sack him as well. So Terry, back to your point.
I don't think an Arsenal team should be in 10th place in the league.
What happened with Leicester though? They sacked their manager. And what they did.
I'll tell you what, I would sack him, because I know that with us being in the Champions League, we get an elite manager in, and we will go even further than what we are.
And there's no agenda there, Terry. You're saying Claude and I both have agendas.
There is an agenda.
Where's the agenda? We want to win. We want to challenge.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel, Zach.
Yeah, but Terry, honestly, my agenda is Arsenal Football Club. If Arteta was challenging for a league title or up there in the league, I have no problem with the geezer. I don't know him personally. I've never met him. I've got no agenda against him. I don't care about him as a person. I've never met him. All I care about is someone competent in the Arsenal manager's job. That's it. That's all I care about, Terry. I'd sack him on the spot, not because he's Mikel Arteta, because we're 10th in the league. That's why. Simple.
Yeah, but we're 10th in the league at the moment. That's what I'm saying. We're 10th in the league at the moment. And as an Arsenal fan, that's what I'm saying. You're automatically disregarding all the games we've got left still and just saying that we're going to finish.
Well, I can only go on what? I can only go on where we are. As you said, I can only go on where we are at the moment. I haven't got a crystal ball.
Exactly. It's all if and buts, like you said, Zach, in your own words.
Yeah, of course it is.
I think the league doesn't lie, and that tells us where we are as a football club at the moment.
Right.
And I'll say the same thing. West Ham I don't think have got as good a players as we have. Yet their line at the moment, is it 7 or 8 points clear of us? I'm not sure, but they shouldn't be. I mean, they shouldn't be with the squad they've got. Remember, and let's have a look. David Moyes came in at the same time as Arteta.
Yeah.
And before we give the old COVID thing, he also had COVID as well. So
twice.
So listen, I feel the league is where you judge a manager. And I believe if he did win the Europa League, like Chelsea knew, Di Matteo actually wasn't temporary; was actually on a contract, by the way. Like Chelsea believed that they didn't believe, although he won the Champions League that year, they knew it was the players that got them through to that.
Yeah,
winning it, and they knew that they needed going into the next season after. They knew they needed to upgrade. So there's no point. At the end of the day, Terry, No one is bigger than the football club.
Yeah.
The only
Exactly.
person-
I agree with that.
Second leg.
I agree with that, Claude.
it's not Arteta
In the
FC.
semi-final
It's
away
not
second.
Mourinho FC at Spurs.
Yeah, they've
It's
just
no
done
one
it.
is bigger than the football club. The football club is bigger than anyone. And at the end of the day, us, the fans, will be there when all these players are gone, when all these managers are gone, and we will be still there supporting the club. So how we support the club, right? It's up to us. We should be told how to support the club. No one should be telling me if I should be supporting the manager or supporting the football club. No one has any right to tell me how to support my football club.
And can I just interrupt you on that, guys?
Go on, Helen.
Also, I think it's really important everyone should be really kind and respectful to each other, whether we're speaking about football or anything in life, whether it's a stream, whether it's on a social platform. I think
I agree.
Like we're all grown ups, we're all have different backgrounds, and the one thing, whether we support Arsenal as fans or as just human beings, everyone needs to have a bigger respect for each other, because it's something that's really making me think twice about coming on to this whole
Helen.
scene.
Yeah, it's all very well, Helen, that you make these points, but you can't change the minds of morons.
No, but the more of us that try to put out this message, Claude, it can only have a better effect on
Helen. I agree with you. Helen, I completely agree with you. And Terry,
it was only because you were making a valuable point.
No,
Claude,
Helen,
to get that
I really agree with you. And actually, Terry, I'll take this opportunity, mate. I know we're passionate,
because I respect why you don't.
I like these debates, Terry, and it can get heated at times. That's because we care a lot about our football club. I've got respect for you, Terry, as a human being, and you seem like a nice fella as well. I've got nothing personal against you, and I'm sure you've got nothing personal against me. We can disagree over Arteta, and we can still be kind to each other, as Helen says.
That's all.
At the end of the day, Terry, at the end of the day, you're a human being. I've got respect for you. You seem like a really nice guy. We can disagree polar opposites on Arteta, but at the end of the day, once that debate is over, we can respect each other. And I do respect you, Terry.
Zach, I say exactly the same thing to you, mate. Listen, at the end of the day, I come on just to have a debate and have, you know what I mean? And
it's healthy, it's good. We just need to all respect each other.
I don't come off the screen and then, you know what I mean, think, oh, you're an idiot or want to do, you know, hurt you or anything like that. It's nothing to do with that, mate. You know what I mean? We just have a debate, and exactly the only thing I say, Claude, is that even with these morons, right? Don't worry about morons. This is what they want. They want the time and they want your efforts, mate.
They want your attention as well. They're trying to capture your attention.
They're trolls,
Exactly, mate.
So this debate today is healthy. This is a healthy debate today, because at the end of the day, we're going to say we respect each other. This isn't about trolling. This isn't about being unkind.
No, I know it's not.
These are two passionate Arsenal fans or four passionate Arsenal fans who have very different opinions on a manager. We should be getting heated, because if we weren't getting passionate, that means somewhere along the line we've lost that drive and love for our football club. Yeah. So I'm glad that it's heated, and I'm glad that we can all be respectful as well.
Exactly. Even if we was winning leagues and that, there's still room for improvement, and people will see that and debate that too. So it's always good to debate. Debating and you're not going at each other's throats, it's respectful, then I've got no problem with that, mate.
No, I agree. And there's nothing would give me more pleasure than next season, even if Arteta's in charge, for us to be challenging for a league title again, because that's all I want. I don't care if it's Arteta, if it's Allegri.
If
we're challenging for a league title,
we don't care about the rest.
Exactly.
We care, but our ultimate wish is for Arsenal to be successful, and we're just fed up of watching us in such a bad place. So I know you're both coming from a good place, so I just thought it's good just to remind others, because obviously we're not in a private chat. Often we might be, so there's people watching. So the point I'm trying to make is, whether they're watching on a live stream, whether they're going to watch it later, whether they see clips being clipped and all that nonsense that happens, is that at the end of the day, everyone just needs to be kind to each other.
I agree.
All right,
Yeah.
you know, we can laugh that Tottenham lost. It's not that deep. They're not important. I'm not going to sit there really being horrible to any Spurs fan. Why would I?
No, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
But Helen,
whether
the thing,
us
you
as
make,
Arsenal fans or to anybody, you know.
yeah, you make
And
a
I
good
just
point,
see
Helen.
too much of that, and I don't like it.
I think you make a good point, because at the end of the day, I am glad that we're passionate. Honestly, I'm glad that we can have heated debates like
That
this.
we
Because
care, yeah.
without these heated debates, it means we haven't got that fire in our bellies for our club, and that's not
Yeah.
what it should be about. Yeah? We're not. You can tell that all four of us care about this football club, whether we're polar opposites on the manager.
Yeah.
You can tell we all care, yeah, and that's all that matters.
No, exactly. It's all about Arsenal at the end of the day. Look, even if just because I back Arteta, if he got sacked, so there's nothing I could do about it. So I'd have to get behind someone else who comes in. So it's all about Arsenal at the end of the day. Just at the moment, obviously, I wanted Arteta from the start, and that's why I back him still. So
you would be
that's all.
You'd be so upset though, wouldn't you, Terry?
Huh? No,
You'd be so
obviously. Look, if we got someone like, you know, I'll take Klopp. I'll take Klopp all day long.
obviously, yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know, at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. I just wanted a restart at Arsenal. You know what I mean? Wenger was there for far too long after the you know, the success he had in the first 10 years, and then he took the team completely backwards in my eyes. And then we went even more backwards under Emery. So I was ready for a restart. That's all it is. I was already at a point of no return. Some people liked Emery, you know.
Yeah, but Terry, honestly, if we'd had this debate, or if we'd talked when Emery was here, we probably would have agreed. And that's the funny thing about football.
Yeah, exactly.
I wanted Emery out from day one. Claude will tell you that. But that was based on his team selections, right? He was so negative at times. You know, he put three defensive midfielders and then 5 at the back. And I was like, what are you doing at home to Southampton? And I couldn't understand it. But he wasn't my man. Neither is Arteta. But, you know, who knows what the future holds for this football club? We'll see.
Exactly.
But what I would say on a positive note, final positive note, what I would say, if he can get it, if he can start making the right decisions, right, we've got one hell of a squad there. The youngsters that we have, Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe, Ainsley for me as well, Balogun, all these players. Then you put experienced players like Partey, Aubameyang. We've got a good core of like a good team there, yeah? We got some exciting young talent. And for me, we just need to get it right now. We can't wait forever, Terry, yeah?
Zach, I totally agree with you. Right? And that's what I was saying. I didn't think all these players would have been sold in January. They did do. And we've still got a lot more to do come the summer.
Yeah.
If we can go out and get, you know, a right back and a left back, the main position for me is a defensive midfielder. Because obviously I don't want Xhaka there. I've never wanted Xhaka there. But at the moment, he's the best that I think we've got there to play in that position with Partey. But if we can go for me personally, I would love to get someone like Declan Rice. I think he would absolutely complement Partey. He would protect the back four, and he would let Partey and someone like Odegaard just think about going forward and getting Arsenal on the attack straight away. He would defend the back four brilliantly for me. Someone like Declan Rice, and then obviously if we didn't get Odegaard, we need someone else like him, and maybe another forward. And then, you know, 4 or 5 players come the summer. If we can get rid of Bellerin too, Xhaka, you know, we don't know what's going to happen with Willock and Maitland-Niles yet, and Eddie and Tekier, as well as a couple of the others that are coming back from loan. And then, like you said, Zach, I think, you know, the foundations are already there, but we need to build on them come the summer.
Yeah.
One good thing last night I was very impressed with Martinelli when he came on. I thought he looked quite good in that little cameo for
Claude,
10 minutes.
Claude, how unlucky was Pepe when Smith Rowe cleared it off the line? That shot that he had. Oh my God! And then Pepe had that other volley the other week, didn't he? Where he got cleared off the line again. He's so unlucky, man. Such a sweet strike that was. And
starts clicking for him. I hope he gets his confidence. I feel like there's just something lacking in Pepe that's not flicked yet at Arsenal.
Yeah.
He keeps getting dropped after
Right.
playing well. That's
Yeah,
what.
I don't think that's helped, but I guess some of his performances has made it easier for him to be dropped.
Yeah.
But I still
So, are we saying Chelsea Liverpool final and Man United Arsenal final?
Yeah.
Would be nice. Would be nice, mate. Would be
it
nice.
would be a reflection of
Oh no, sorry, it can't be Chelsea Liverpool. Sorry, Chelsea got Liverpool in the semis, haven't they?
No, Chelsea,
Sorry.
Man City. I
be
mean.
Man City, either one
Yeah.
of them.
No, Chelsea Man
Yeah,
City final.
Yeah.
Actually, I do think Liverpool will beat Real Madrid. I'm not impressed with Real Madrid. They've been winning, but they're not
Good at the moment, nor a Barcelona. They're both struggling.
Claude, where's Diesel? How come Diesel doesn't come on?
Diesel's
doing well.
He's got a bit of a throat infection. He's been eating a bit too much fish. So
you guys must have debates, like heated debates all the time with you three, Claude, Terry, and Diesel. You must have heated debates all the time.
Well, it's two against one, plus about 85% of the chat is all Diesel and Claude. Zach, so
Terry, you're a stubborn MF, aren't you? I could tell.
Claude's stubborn as well.
I don't get a word in edgeway. What are you on about?
Oh my God. Please, Claude.
listen, I need to shoot off, everyone.
All right, Terry.
Okay. All right, speak
Bye.
to
Thank
you.
you. Nice meeting you, Ellen.
Hello.
Zach, listen,
Bye.
we'd have to get our debate definitely on.
Yeah,
mate.
Yeah, definitely. We'll keep it respectful, of course. Take it easy, Terry.
Yeah, no problem. See you later
Hello,
on,
mate.
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
That's it. So, final thoughts, everyone. West Ham prediction for West Ham Sunday. Come on, prediction.
Are we at home, Claude?
Away.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes any difference, really.
Helen, you go first.
It's not going to be easy, but we do have a good record there. Generally, we do well there.
Yeah.
I want to hope a better performance is put in on Sunday than what we got last night. I reckon.
I don't even think we've been beaten there, have we? Have we been beaten there?
We won there.
We did, I think. When we did we lose?
I think there was one game we lost 1-0. I think, can't remember.
I think we
I
won
think
there
so.
last season because I think we had the match there before the fans stopped going. So I remember Christian went with groups.
Freddie won there as well, didn't he?
Yeah,
Freddie won
I think
there.
we've got a good record against West Ham. I know they're the best West Ham I've ever seen, so I'm not saying lightly, but I do feel we can definitely beat them if.
I'll tell you what, our midfield will have to be at the best, and Thomas Partey will definitely have to be.
I think he should be starting.
Yeah, but he don't look comfortable. He's still
not poor. He's
Yeah.
not poor recently, is he?
He's not the player I thought we were buying at the moment. But that could change. I mean, let's give him
Yeah, I
time.
think he's good. I think he's not been fully fit.
Their midfield has been very good, and we've got another thing they're very good on is the set pieces, and we've got to be very careful on set pieces with them. They're very good in the air, very powerful. They've got Souček as well, who's looking better than Rice.
Who would you go for?
Antonio will work our back line all afternoon.
Who would you go for in our lineup then?
I think we'll win 1-0. A 1-0 win for me. What about you, Jack?
Yeah. What
about you, Jack?
I reckon we might win 2-1. You know.
Yeah, mate. I think we'll win. I think we will win because
I hope Saka's back. Although Saka he's felt like he's been a bit of burnt out recently in the last couple of games. Obviously, he didn't start the other day.
I think
but
he's been playing a
was
lot.
it a hammy? Didn't he pull a hammy? If he's pulled a hammy, he's out for a couple of weeks, isn't he?
No, I don't think he is, Claude, because yesterday they released that they were going to assess him yesterday. So for them to even be leaving it until today means he's literally available.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be an option if he wants to choose him.
Because if he comes back too quick, and we could ruin him for the rest of the season.
I don't think we need to rush him back. Play Martinelli.
I think he's a big miss. I think he's a big miss when he's not playing.
Definitely, yeah, I agree.
Saka's our most important player.
Yeah. He's the first name on the team sheet. Him and Tierney, for me.
Yeah.
Great.
You know.
Well, no, a lot of people say, wait, Granit Xhaka's the first team.
No,
please.
No, but he's picked him every game, hasn't he?
But he's been awful. He's been awful. Let's forget about Xhaka. Don't wind me up. I've just calmed myself down. Don't wind me up again.
Yeah,
He's going to divide opinion.
I let you two get. I let you two have the stage to yourselves. You know, I didn't know.
You were loving that, Claude.
I know he was. He's thinking, I don't have to do nothing.
He had his
Like, he's
arms
just
behind
sitting
his
back
back.
with his
Yeah,
arms on his head.
big cigar in his mouth, like
What
smiling
happened
away.
to your boy and your deliveries today? Have you told him you've got to have only green smoothies and vegetables delivered, Claude? You know your McDonald's.
Oh, he's got some. Look,
Delivers
hang
you
on.
food.
Hang
Don't
on,
tell
what's
me
he
he's
got?
had food delivered.
Claude, what you got there? Oh, I knew it.
Are you
Helen.
joking? Right,
Joking,
is he in
man.
this chat? Is that
No, he didn't.
lovely fan?
Claude got that himself. Claude got that himself.
Right, Claude, we need to discuss. Should we discuss it here?
Not here.
Your
We're
fans...
still live, not in front.
No,
Yes,
no, we're live. That's what
it was a one-off.
Right, Claude needs to check his lifestyle. He needs to change eating McDonald's and swap it for green
No,
smoothies.
that's only breakfast.
Lots of water, lots of walks.
You don't know what I had. I had porridge. I could have had porridge.
I'm not judging you. You've just shown me a big bag of McDonald's.
No, but it's porridge. It was porridge.
Nuggets. Porridge, nuggets, chicken nuggets.
No, what for breakfast? No, porridge.
What, in that big bag? Just porridge?
Yeah, porridge and coffee.
And what else? How many of those egg McMuffin things?
Oh yeah.
I've given them up.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah, I think that lovely gentleman should send you smoothies and vegetables. We need to get Claude fit again, because when you go to matches, Claude, you're going to need to be in, good spirits and healthy.
When I go to matches, I'll be disguised. You won't see me.
Yeah, well, you need to lose weight. Or what you can do, wear a wig.
Helen.
No, I'm not being rude. I just want to remind him that he promised me he's going to start living a bit healthier.
Yeah.
He told us he don't eat McDonald's. Do you remember?
He told me porky last time.
Yeah,
he told me
that's
porky,
why I'm being a little bit mean on this live stream. I'm putting it out there so everyone can keep track on his non-McDonald eating habits.
If any of them,
now.
members see him eating McDonald's on a live stream, they need to call him out.
They've got to post him lots of vegetables in the chat.
Anyway, that's my private life discussed on air for about 300 people that are currently in the chat. But anyway, never mind. Anyway, thank you everyone. I'm sure you're all happy with whoever team you support with the draw, unless you're a Tottenham fan, of course, you won't be happy at all this morning. And I don't blame you. And you know what? I have a little bit of sympathy there, because if my players were doing that, like what they done last night, I wouldn't want them any of them in my team again. Don't care who they are. You don't want to play for the shirt. Get lost, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I agree.
Sometimes we blame the manager, but sometimes you have to look at these players as well. Maybe they're getting a bit too much money. Maybe they've got no hunger. I don't know what it is, but it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting when you can't really, when you're on 80 grand a week or 90 grand a week, you can't be bothered to turn up at a game. I'm sorry, it's not acceptable. And I mean that as an Arsenal fan as well. When I see my players do that, our players doing that,
There's no excuse, is there?
And the usual gaff you get at Arsenal, we apologise, and then they do the same thing the next game. So I think words are not good enough for me. Words are not good enough. Actions.
Actions speak louder than words. Definitely.
So there we go. So Slavia Prague, it's like,
Are you happy with that draw, Claude?
Shame we can't travel as fans, because that would be a nice trip.
That'd be a lovely trip, yeah.
Yeah, some beautiful sceneries in Prague. It's nice.
Yeah,
nice.
I love Prague.
Nice. So, everyone, thank you for coming. Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Zach.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Claude.
Have a great weekend.
And my apologies, Claude. I didn't mean to discuss anything too personal.
Have a glass.
Sorry, everyone.
I see you've got your little photo of you on the screen now, AFT, but they got you in that photo.
Yeah, now. I know. Brennan needs to take better photos, because I keep coming out awful in
You've
them.
made it. You've actually made it now, Helen. You've made it. You've got your photo in there with the shirt, Arsenal shirt on. You've made it now. You've definitely made it now. You're
taking the
definitely.
mick out of me. Go on. You're allowed.
you're-
I've just violated you on your own show. Go on.
You're
go
now
for
an
it.
AFTV
Go for it.
regular. Congratulations on that.
Congratulations.
Just watch your back. Anyway, take care, everyone. Speak to you all soon. Have a lovely weekend. Oh, and by the way, I'm on tonight. Bits and Bobs. So there's a Manchester United fan channel. They'll be having me on tonight. There'll be having a bit of discussion about me. And yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting Bob. I haven't met him. He's a good guy. He's been on the Football Terrace. He hosts the United show on the Football Terrace as well. So I'm looking forward to that. 7 o'clock tonight. Bits and Bobs. Look out for that.
Bits and Bobs.
All right. And
What's that
Bits and
about?
Bobs.
What's the chat about tonight?
Me, Arsenal, and me in general. And
So is it about you, the show?
yeah, I'll be talking about all my life as a football fan. So it'll be nice.
Oh, amazing! That would be really good.
So we'll talk. We'll not that I'm that important anyway. I mean, I'm just another football fan like anyone else, but I've been invited on, so I'm gonna enjoy it. So
Enjoy it, Claude.
everyone.
Yeah, that's
Enjoy
lovely.
Have a nice weekend, everyone. Bye for now.
Cheers. Bye.